Hi, everyone. Welcome to Find a Medium. I'm Rachel Chamness. I'm a shamanic channel and mentor at Soundwaves Heal, and I'm so happy to be here. So let's see. I'm having a little technical difficulty, which I can fix. Let's see. There we go. Hopefully. Here we go. All right, so I'm just going to wait a second because there have been some difficulties and just make sure that everyone's here. So let me know that you're here. Hi, Tracy, or like if you're on replay. Looks like Facebook's working, so that's great. Okay, so today, let's see, nope. Okay, well, that one's not going to work. That's okay. Today, as usual, we are talking about the deck. So like I said, I'm Rachel Chamness. This is my deck, and it's very exciting to make your own deck. A lot of hard work, but very exciting to have. So it's called Elemental Magick and Manifestation, and it's a Fae Oracle deck, and this deck is made to help you get answers, everyday answers, whether you're a beginner or you're advanced. If you're advanced, it'll help you channel beings of the Fae. And the Fae will help you channel higher dimensional beings too. It's always recommended that you start with fifth dimensional beings or your spirit guides. So hi, welcome. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Facebook user. You do have to click the Facebook, StreamYard.com/Facebook for them to for StreamYard to have permission to show your face on Facebook. So there's a link. It's coming. There it is. If you can click on that, I'll be able to see you and give you a reading. Hi, Michelle. And same for you. Do the same thing. Hi, Sophie. So it looks like it's working. I'm very excited. Yeah, here's the link. Hi. So all of you who are showing up as Facebook user, do that so I can give you a reading. And the best thing to do is just to keep on commenting, because I'm live in 5 different places, and that way I'll be able to see you. Hi, Allison. Okay, so what we've been doing every week is we have been going through the deck, and guess what? We're on the last card, so this will be the last card, then we'll go back to the first. Okay, so here's my deck. You can buy it on my site, soundwavesheal.com, or if you're in America, you can buy it on Amazon. Actually, that's the only place you can buy it in America is on Amazon. And I do discount it on my site if you're somewhere in another country, because otherwise you have to pay $20 for shipping. So take $10 off to help you out there. Okay, so You Are Safe is our card today. And the cool thing about this is that when I met the Fae and I met fairies, they were like telling me all the different kinds of fairies there are. They're like crazy amount different kind of fairies. Like I could do a fairy deck that had like 150 cards of all different kinds of fairies. So this is a silver fairy. There are a lot of different fairies that look like they look like metals or even gems. And this one's a silver fairy. And in the book, for every card, it's a small book. I don't want to overwhelm you. Has directions if you're a beginner, has directions if you're advanced on how to work with these beings. And for the silver fairy, I'm just going to read it. Silver fairies are fairies that look like liquid silver. They move through and around the mineral silver in our world. They tell me they specialize in transformation. Call on them to transform anything you would like to manifest in your world. And then there's a channel. So the channel from Kel is, it is safe for you to receive, safe for you to practice your spirituality and gifts, and it is safe for you to be who you truly are. You are here on this earth plane to experience these things, and we will watch over you so that you can. So it's great. All right, if you have clicked the link and it's not working, it probably doesn't work if you're on a browser on your phone instead of the app. So that's the only place. So if you want, you can just say your name each time, and that way I could at least get your name to read you. Okay, so I'm going to go through one more card, and then, of course, I will give you all readings. So let's see. I'm going to do this again. So then we're going to go back to the very first card in the deck, which is Samhain the Troll, one of my favorites. So in this deck, I have over 37 different kinds of elementals that have come to me, and I've actually trans-channeled all of these beings, all different kinds of beings. And I also teach trans-channeling and full channeling of mediumship and healing in my my signature course where I take a few people a year. Okay, so Samhain the troll is a type of giant. Classified as giants, trolls are kind, a bit shy, and they do not have egos. They wish for you to stand in your power, take up your space, and hold strong in your beliefs in a gentle way. Trolls are very abundant in all that they do and have a gentle confidence. They can help you learn to be kind in all situations without giving away part of your own self or beliefs. So Samhain has a channel, and it is, yes, a windfall of abundance is headed your way. Use this blessing to help you achieve your dreams in some way. Instead of following the impulse to use this money to get ahead by reducing debt or making a large purchase, use it to help fund your dreams or a unique memory-making experience. You will be glad that you did. I can see you, Samantha. Okay, so let's get into the readings then. And then at the end, I will give a healing with Liquid Reiki Shamanic Healing, which is a sound healing from me. And I channel it from higher dimensional beings. So of course I'll use a Fae. I'll use a Fae card, and I'll give a group reading and a healing. So, okay, here we go. Now I like to shuffle my cards to just be in perfect order of who's next. And I wonder if any of you ever have tried that, if you do readings for other people. Okay, here we go. Let's do Samantha first. Samantha, you got worthiness. This is Bees Be the Selkie. Selkies are here for transformation too. And they really want to help with this self-worth issue that we all have, that we're all working on, believing that we are good enough, knowing that we are part of the divine, every single one of us. There is no difference between our souls and the souls of higher dimensional beings like angels. We are all the same. It's just that we are in this human body, and that can be difficult. There's a lot of density in this world and all of that. So worthiness comes forward. So what I get is that this is holding you back just a little bit. And I think this could be for anybody that was watching. So it's not just you. I'm not picking on you, or the Fae is not picking on you, I should say. So just know that as you forgive yourself, love yourself more, know how worthy you are, go after your biggest dreams. Don't settle. It's kind of the message that I'm getting for you. There's so much out there for you. There's so much coming, and they want you to know that you can have anything you want. You don't have to settle at all. And it's just a bit of worthiness. So if you want, I do actually have a great blog post about this that could help you. It's about working through shadow work in a way that helps you just go on with your day and have a better day with shadow work versus like trying to push things that come up that are uncomfortable away and then them just bothering you all day. And it really helps you advance in the spiritual world, and that's it. It's shadow work. So I really recommend that. I often come back to this, don't I? Hi, Iris, you're next. You got yes, and this is a card we looked at last week. This is a different variant, Philemaya. And she's saying yes. You're being asked a big question, and spirit wants you to say yes. So your spirit guides, all the guides, they're saying, say yes, say yes, say yes, say yes. Very important. So do you know what they're asking for you? They would like you to consider the possibility that it can work for you. So I think that's cool. Joanne, you got divine change. Babette's the unicorn. Babette's is such a beautiful, soft energy. Unicorns are like the angels of the Fae world. And Babette's telling you that a divine change is coming in your life. And this is a beautiful thing. This divine change will shift how you view the world and how you view yourself. And it will change you completely in the most profound and beautiful way. It looks like a true spiritual awakening or a true light bulb moment where you see yourself holding some density or some old thought or some negative something, and like noticing it, releasing it, and completely changing your life, and things just flowing for you in the most beautiful way. So I love that. That's a great message. Hi, Andrea. You got time to move. Lady Nadia, River Naiad. Time to move with Lady Nadia. Let's see. It's time to move on something that you have been saying you're going to do. So they kind of show me like there's something that you keep saying, I'm going to start that really soon. That is definitely my next step. That's the next step I'm going to do. And they're like, yeah, but you keep saying that, and we'd like you to start right away. So I don't know if it's like sometimes with move, it's a workout or something that you were thinking about doing, or going walking, or something that involves actual movement, or it could be just some change, but it involves some sort of like either physical activity or moving spaces, places, people, something where you could apply the word move to it. So. Okay. So you're so welcome. Yes, Jessica. So everyone keep posting, and then I'll be able to see you and give you a card. So Bert, the vassal giant, now. Jessica, they're saying now is the time. Strike while the iron is hot is what I hear specifically. So the giants are really helpful beings. They come forward to help you with protection and standing in your light, standing in your power. This giant is saying that now is the time. It's not about the future. It's not about when you learn more, when you have more knowledge, when you're truly ready. And if anyone is telling you you're not ready, they don't have all the pieces of the puzzle. You're ready to start whatever it is that you've been learning now, and you can just start where you are, and as you learn more, you can expand. But there's no reason to wait until you know everything. They're saying that's just a way to put it off, and instead just like go for it now, and you'll see a really big difference. So hope that lands well. Yes, Tracy's next. You got trust your intuition. Whirly the narwhal. Everyone here can see Tracy channeling. She's in my accelerated advanced channeling program, which is my signature program. And I just put a reel up of her channeling. It's so good. A couple of reels. You're doing great, Tracy. Anyway, trust your intuition. Of course you do all the time. Trust your intuition. You're quite an advanced channel now, but what they're kind of saying is there's some intuition that you're getting about your business. And I guess something about it is making you think, And so, yes, there's something about it that is telling you, okay, I just lost it. Hold on, because I got distracted. Oh, it's something about your business. It's something that's telling you to do something, and you're kind of looking at it like, oh, should I do this? Is this really this might be a little bit scary. And so it's just kind of coming up for you, and you're like, oh, I don't know if I should do this. Is that what I should do? Is that really what Spirit wants me to do? And they're saying, yes, it is. Of course, I'll talk to you about it later if you want. Oh, you're so welcome. Okay, Christine. You got Witness the Miracle. I love this card. This is the Guardian Gnomes. They're different than your Garden Gnomes. A little bit different. Witness the Miracle is Bethazar. And you can see those are the standing stones. So these Guardian Gnomes are in sacred spaces and ley lines. They work with ley lines on the planet like dragons do. So when this card comes up, it's really about, as you can see, this is all about manifestation, these cards. So it's about something you're trying to manifest. And sometimes when we try to manifest something, we're always putting it in the future, like, I'm going to have that thing, right? And sometimes it's already there, but we keep saying, one day I'm going to have that thing. And oh my gosh, they're telling me where I'm doing it too. Yeah, well, we're all doing it. Every one of these cards could apply to everybody, right? So you just have to witness the miracle. So there's something that you can do, and that is like, pretend it's already here. Say it out loud. Say it with your words. Really use that law of attraction. Like, let's say you're trying to manifest a house. It's like, my house is here, and I can't wait for the universe to show it to me. Is the universe going to show me my house today? That sort of thing. Or whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. It's like you kind of flip it. Like, you're so close, but you're putting it in the future in your words. So instead, you just say, it's here, and I'm about to recognize it. And it's just coming into my vision now. And when I see it, I'm going to be so excited. It kind of flips a script too, because now you are asking the universe to show it to you. That's a huge difference then a feeling of longing, feeling of it's in the future, can't wait till it gets here, too bad it's not here now. That's a space you don't want to be in. So it's here. I can't wait to see it. So that's amazing. Hi, Nikki. I'm just doing cards today. But if you want, I do have a mini session where you can sign up for a quick answer. And I even have 48 turnaround emergency pocket insights that I could answer pretty much on the same day if you want, if you have a special question for Spirit at soundwavesheal.com. Okay, so Amy, you got tend to your garden, Hiawatha, the garden fairy. And tend to your garden is kind of like, okay, this is what it's all about. You have two things that mean a lot to you. One might be work, one might be family, or one might be family and the other might be family, or one might be you and what yourself, you're working on yourself, your self-care, and one might be family. It's just two things, right? One might be your dreams. So while you've been busy working on one and being really like, focused on it, doing a great job, the other thing needs your attention. So like the classic example is you've been working so hard, you didn't notice that your child or your spouse, your best friend needs you, and they didn't want to bother you because you were so busy. So it's just like, it's not like a warning. It's just kind of like, hey, take a moment, look around at everyone that you love and everything that you're doing. And it couldn't be the opposite, or something you missed at work if you weren't concentrating on work, and just tend to that. And everything will be okay. Thank you, Veronica. Okay. Let's see what Christine says. I've been working on manifesting. You are so welcome. And I'm going to do it too, because they just showed me where I was doing it too. What are you going to do? Hi, Beth. So good to see you, Beth. Okay, grounding. Sordal, the wood nymph. All right, so grounding. Grounding lately is a big deal. We are in this kind of place of ascension where the regular grounding is just not enough. And you cannot reach higher dimensions without grounding deep, deep into the earth. Why do you want to reach higher dimensions? Well, we're all doing it. Your spirit guides are in higher dimensions. So even if you don't consider yourself a channel, you still need to channel your spirit guides. You still need to accept those messages from your spirit guides. But I'm here to tell you that everyone is a channel, and anyone can learn to channel, to trance channel, to do what I do. I absolutely teach it. But, and Beth, I know that you are a channel, but just talking to everyone here, like we need to get those messages from our spirit guides. And in order to do that, we have to be able to, in meditation or in certain moments, it might feel like you're spacing out for a minute, you can reach those higher dimensions where they are giving you information. And the higher you can bring your vibration, the more clear those messages will be. So to do that, you need deeper grounding. So what they're asking you to do, Beth, is to go deep, deep into the heart of Gaia, fifth dimensional grid, crystalline heart of Gaia, crystalline waters of Gaia, however you want to think about this deep grid, unplugged from the 3D matrix, deep into that grid. And there are grids below it. If you watch my YouTube channel, or if in my tag Lightworkers monthly group, where we really deeply work on all these grids, there are 70 grids under that. But whatever you're doing, you're going to go down to these deep grids, and then you're going to allow Gaia's love and light to come back up and come into your auric field, because you just want this kind of, it's like a cycle. You go down, they come up and embrace you. Go down, they come up and embrace you. And you can do it the other way too. You go up to your higher dimensional chakras, bring down that light. So it's almost like you can even think of it like an 8, infinity, or like a microcosmic orbit if you're a Reiki master. Whatever it is, it's like continually this light's coming in. And as this light coming in, you're standing in your power. As the light's coming up from the new earth, you are taking that highest timeline, because that's really what it's about, right? So I hope that helps. Hopefully you wrote that before I said all that. Yes, Michelle, you can be next. Everyone keep posting so I can see you, because it's just a little, I can only see like 4 people at a time, and I got 5 places going. So Michelle, you got listen. There are so many different kinds of elves. There are 12 different kinds of elves. And there used to be 11, but now there's 12. So anyway, that's what they tell me when I channel them. So this is the tall elf. They never tell me the names of all the elves. So this is kind of like what we refer to as the Lord of the Rings elf. So this is Mudu. And when this comes up, it's about your guides. Your guides are trying to tell you something. They're showing you spirit signs. They're showing you all kinds of things. And they want you to hear them, to believe them, and to really embody that message. So where are you thinking that you made it up, or you're not really sure, or you're not, there's all kinds of levels to this. And so I do have a free masterclass on my site, and it comes with a bunch of stuff. It's like a whole package. There's like a sound bath. There's a beautiful meditation or 2 or 3. And then there's this class. It's just 30 minutes. There's all kinds of things in there, including an attunement to unicorns. And if you go to here, you can sign up. And the spirit guide class will teach you how to work with your spirit guides. And there's also some blog posts in there that will help you as well. Okay. Because your guides really want to tell you something. Okay, Allison, you got caution for Scott the Balboan. These are a type of like Sasquatch. It's not quite what they look like. This is what we got. I can't draw, so I had to get someone else. It's really hard to describe these guys. So the Scott comes forward. And when caution comes forward, it's, I see what they're saying. As I'm looking at this, they're showing me like this path, this dark path. So they're saying, even though you're walking through a darker time, or you feel like things are dark, it's just a path that leads to the light. So they caution you not to get too deep into thinking that things are bad, and watch your language of what you're saying about that. If you're like, oh my gosh, everything is crap, I don't know what's going to happen, like things couldn't be worse, like things like that are really terrible to say. You never want to say things like that out loud. And if you do say them, you want to counteract them and be like, I take it all back. There's light. I'm looking for the light. The light's here and things are changing. I can't wait to see how they're changing, or something. You got to think of something. Really, law of attraction is not just some thing. It is a law on our earth, and we have to learn to work with it. You have to watch what you're going to say. And that's actually what I talked about in my podcast this week, which is 5D channels and chats with Rachel Chamness. You can find it on all stations, and I'll actually be live in my group next talking about this with Doc Williams, who is has the Doc Williams podcast. So I'll be live there next. But anyway, this was Allison, right? Is where we are. It's just saying, watch your language, because this little path through the dark is going to bring you to a beautiful light. So you're really, it's just temporary. Keep your thoughts on higher things, and look for the lessons and get through it, is what I hear. Okay. And if you feel like, what, that just happened, it's not going to be longer, is it? It sometimes can be cards when you get them, confirmation of before, or watch out, it's coming. So now you know how to deal with it, and now you can get through it really fast. Yes, Heather, you got stop and rest. Shatelda, the ice mermaid. These are beings from Polaris that are on our earth that, and some of them we can see. Obviously, ice mermaids aren't one of them, but like narwhals or something. Anyway, stop and rest. So Heather, you've been going too much. It's time to just take a me day. They're saying take a day where you just work on yourself. You just do all the good things. You just lounge about in your pajamas, or go get a massage or something. And it's just like, today is me day. I'm eating pizza and I'm just hanging out, and I'm just resting my mind. I might watch my favorite movie, and I'm just gonna, chill. That's what they're saying. Yeah, it's time to believe them, Michelle. It really is time. I hope you like that one. Let's see. Yes, you are so welcome. Okay, Suzanne, and I need more people, so keep everybody post. Okay, Suzanne, you got call for clearing. This is Satsula. It is a diamond light dragon of Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel has these beautiful diamond light dragons. So when the call for clearing comes, it just means that you may have something in your auric field that needs clearing, or just something is sometimes it's such a good thing, because it's something that is deeply within you that you may have been battling a long time, a feeling, an emotion. It has come to the surface to be released. And they're saying that whatever it is, it's huge, and clearing it could be a big difference in your life. So please seek the help of a spiritual healer to help you clear out what's coming up, because it will bring you to a new level of up level. So just really important that when these things happen, that we know they're happening for a good reason, and when we clear them out, we feel better. And so that's what I get. Okay, this person, I'm going to need your name, or click the link that's coming on the bottom here. You're welcome. Hi, Shirley. Shirley, you got leadership. Tote the Centaur. I hear that your leadership, which has already started, of course, is blooming. It's becoming more in focus for you. They're saying you're starting to see exactly, speaking of focus, is this going to focus? You're starting to see exactly what it is that you're supposed to be doing, how you're supposed to be leading, and your spirit guides are just showing you, and they're really excited. You're leading so well. Things are going really lining up for you, and you're starting to see that. So that's really cool. All right, who else would like a card that I haven't read yet? Fiona, have I read you yet? Amanda, you got Manifest, Lar, Genie of the Old West. And this is a great card to get in a manifesting deck. So that means that, let's see, manifesting right now for you is, I hear this Fae being going, it's hot, hot, hot. So it's really hot, which means that anything that you want to bring into your life, you can. So really use this time for yourself, because it's also anything that you say negative, you're also manifesting. So really watch that, where you're saying things that's not so great, and manifest the really beautiful things that you want instead. Because they're like, you got this, you can have what you want, Hi, Judy. Always nice to see you. Celebrate Wintana the Fairy Mermaid. I love this card. This is my favorite card. I'm going to say that 5 more times probably, but this is really one of my favorite cards. It just came out so perfect. Wintana the Fairy Mermaid is saying, time to celebrate. It's yours. Whatever you've manifested, it's yours, whether you see it or not. So just go ahead and celebrate it. The full out, do the victory dance, whoop, whoop, whatever you do, like get crazy with it. Thank all your guides and helpers. Give your speech, your acceptance speech in your living room, and really feel all the feels, because it's here. Hi, Yvonne. Did I read you, Yvonne, yet? And okay, so I need to read Christine, Yvonne, AM, Catherine. I see. Did I read Suzanne already? And Fiona, have I read you? Okay. All right, Yvonne, finish. Merriment the Elf says, you have a project that you started that was very spirit-led, and they're asking you now to not give up on it. And you reached a place where you didn't know where to go, and you set it aside, but it's time to finish it. And this could be as simple as like some little thing you did for yourself, like a cross stitch, or something big like a book, or an idea that you were doing a long time ago, or it's like it's still there waiting for you to finish it, and now you have what it takes to finish it. And so they just ask you to pick it back up and start looking at it. Look at your old notes and see, where it takes you. Okay. Okay, I clicked that like 4 times. AM, you got love. Nebby the Fairy Elf. So much love coming your way. I feel like this is a pet. I really get that do you have a doggy? I feel like you're getting a little dog, and I even hear confirmation that the dog's next door just barking. And so I just feel a lot of love coming your way. Something new, something exciting. I kind of feel like you might be getting a new animal companion. All right, Catherine, you got healer. Did you know you're a healer? Ball the Spirit. Tree Spirit is saying you are a healer. And if you already know that, then there's more healing to be done. Either something new, a new twist, more often. Something needs to come into the light. Either it's you to say, okay, I'm a healer. I'm going to take a Reiki 1 class, or I'm going to start. Or it's you saying, okay, there's more here. There's more I need to do. I need to listen to my guides, listen to my helpers, ask what I'm supposed to do next, and implement that immediately. No, you'll have to tell me your name if it's not showing up. It doesn't always work if you're not using an app, if you're using a browser on your phone. Okay, hi, Stones of Destiny. Here's my other very favorite card. Trust and patience, Faunally the Servitor. I'm really noticing all the little Fae floating around, and they're saying that there's like help all around you. There's help everywhere. There's Fae and elementals all around you. And so just like connect to them and ask for their help and accept their help and trust and have patience to what they're bringing you. And if it's your first time connecting to them, that you're going to begin to see them. You might, if you don't have one, make a fairy garden, things like that. And time to really connect. Okay. If you don't have this deck, I would recommend it for you, because this deck will really help you connect to the Fae. And as you become more advanced, which you may be already, help you connect to specific Fae. And that is really very helpful. Didn't I give you a card, Amanda? Someone else with a background of water. I think I did. Well, I'll just give you another one. Maybe I didn't. You got Uniquely You. Be Uniquely You. This is some of the Pink Dolphin. Being yourself is the very best thing. And don't hide yourself for anyone. Now, I kind of get that you're like, I mean, I don't. But it kind of feels like when you meet a new person, you're a little worried to say, like, you know, let's say you kind of do what I do. When I first meet someone, I live in Tennessee in the Bible Belt of the United States. So, you know, it's pretty off-putting to be like, oh, hey, I am a shamanic channel and mentor. I help other people trans-channel higher dimensional beings. Like, people would be like, where? And so I might start with something like, I'm a sound healer, or sometimes I even just to say, oh, I'm a psychic mentor. Like, and I just let people, either walk away or ask me more. So they kind of feel like it's something like that. When you meet new people, you don't know what to say, and it's almost like you have a part of you where you're just afraid to let it always shine. And they're asking you to really shine that part of yourself. It's not as weird as you think anyway. They're saying it's fun. You're fun, and you have a really wicked sense of humor, and you have been burned in the past where you think it comes off in a way that it doesn't, that it comes off better than you think it does. And so just be yourself and see what happens. It's kind of like with new people. They say you already are most of the time when you get to know someone, but when you meet someone new. And thank you. If you're clicking the link and it doesn't work, it just means that you're not on the app, like you're on a browser on your phone or something. Okay, Tara, you got reevaluate. This is a garden gnome, Gimsis. These are our Fae that are in our yard and helper. Okay, good, Amanda. And they are telling you to reevaluate, meaning that, let me see, what does this mean for you? You've spent a long time cultivating something, and now you may feel that it's not relevant anymore. So what they're showing me is this. You see, he's planted all those things, and now it's come to fruit, but you might be feeling like, is this really the thing for me anymore? Like, I spent all this time, I worked so hard on this, and now I just feel like it's not right. Well, Spirit is saying that it does, none of that time is wasted. You will use all of the skills and all of that, even if you leave it all behind. And I've left many things behind and ended up using all those skills to build something else. I was an opera singer. I was a blogger, a food blogger. I was a teacher, I taught voice, and then I had this business, and I left many things behind, and all of those things helped me build this business. And so if you're feeling like, I don't want to leave this business or this, whatever this thing is that you've built up, that you've put so much love and time and energy in, you just can't leave it. But is that really making you happy? And you'll be happier to just scrap it all and start again. And it could be anything that they're talking about. It might not be a huge thing like, your relationship or your home or your office, your job. It could be, something small, but there's something there. So just give it some thought and see if it lands in the right place for you. Okay, Christine, you got release and go. Yeshuit. Polar bear. Yes, polar bears are elementals. So my joy guide is an elemental polar bear. And I'm so connected to the elementals that I didn't know that he was an elemental. And I thought he was just showing himself as a polar bear. Like sometimes spirit guides show themselves as animals, and then later they turn into who they are. It's kind of like, coming in a way that's not so scary. And I kept waiting for him to turn into something else, and he never did. And then one day I found out that polar bears are elementals. I was like, oh. His name's Fred. He's really funny. Anyway, release and go is coming up for you. It's time to just release an old hurt, because holding on to it doesn't serve you. So it's just time to just be like, you know what? I just let it go. I'm just going to let it go. Like you don't have, so they're showing me a situation in my past where I had to do this with a friend who betrayed me. And I was mad, and I have to see them all the time. And I was just like, see this person again. You know what I mean? Like all the time. Like we work in the same building sometimes, all the time. And then I just got, you know what? Who cares? Just let it go. So they're kind of asking you to do the same thing. You don't have to be, if it's a person, like friends with that person, or if it's someone who hurt you very deeply, like you don't have to forgive them, but you do need to just forgive yourself and walk away from it in a way that really releases it, so that you don't have to think about it ever again. You know what I mean? It's like really release that. And sometimes that can be hard, definitely took me like 2 years to get to that place. I had to release a lot of emotions that weren't related. And so on that journey, it might take you some time, and you might just have to like release each thing that comes up. If you want to use my shadow work blog post to help you, that's what it's for, that might help you. And just don't let their energy into your space anymore. It's just not worth it. Like, who cares? People are effed up like everywhere. All of us were probably messed up like before or now. My 20s and 30s, all of it. So, I'm just going to let it go and be happy, right? Oh, you're welcome. I had to do the same thing over and over. You're welcome. Oh, good. Okay, who hasn't had a card? Okay, Lynn. I had to scroll up. You got courage, Mateo the griffin, half lion, half eagle. They're like, you are so courageous. You're so courageous. You have a fierce lion inside of you. You're so courageous. And just remember that when things are tough, just remember, I'm fucking Lynn. I am Lynn. I'm courageous. I'm amazing. Excuse my language. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm the shit. I'm so good at being courageous. I can get through anything. Like, just believe in yourself. And when that pops up, when things are hard, just be like, but you know what? I'm me, and I can do this. Like, that's kind of what I get. Like, your courage is outstanding. So, so you can do it. Say it loud. Okay. Yeah, I can give you the link. Now, anytime you want to find anything on my blog, oh wait, that's the wrong link, but this is how you can get some freebies from my page. But anyway, this is it. So anytime you just go to and then you can go on the blog post and you could just put in shadow work, or if you're looking for something like about blue avians, like that's a popular page, blue avians or Fae or Lyran beings or shadow work or entities or, you know, psychic implants, like whatever you want to learn. I've got like 100 million blog posts. You just put it in the little search box and it should come up. But this is the actual link if you want to get to it. But if you forget it, that's the best way. You're welcome. Okay, Donna, yes, you can. You got self-forgiveness. Milo, the crystal mermaid. She's just like, forgive yourself. Everybody makes mistakes. It's not human to come into this life and be perfect. Like anyone that you think is perfect and doesn't make mistakes, you're just not seeing the whole picture. We all make mistakes. We have to say to ourselves, oh, I was just being human. Damn it. So Milo is Atlantis crystal mermaid. They're very rare mermaids who are in charge of the crystals of Atlantis and the sacred knowledge of Atlantis. And she's just saying, you know, just forgive yourself for all the little things. And if you can do that, which that same shadow work blog post can help you, then you can really, really shine your light out into the world. Like if you could just work on this thing, just work on this, work on forgiving yourself. Say ho'opono to yourself. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. You know what? You're going to get ahead. That's one way. Or, you know what? I did the best that I knew at the time. I did the best thing that I knew at the time. Now I know better. And when I look back, I think, oh my gosh, why did I do that? But it was all I knew then, you know? So things like that. So self-forgiveness is the thing. Stones of destiny. I got you already. You'll have to rewind. If you're on YouTube, you should be able to, I think. You're welcome. Oh. So Mario got specialist support for you. Jump Box the Gremlin. Gremlins help with all kinds of things. So when this comes up, it means, I like to give the analogy of like your sinks plugged and you're like, I don't need to call the plumber. I totally got this. And then, you know, your sink's all taken apart. There's like stuff everywhere. You're 3 hours behind in your work and like, it's not fixed and you have to call the plumber anyway. And and then they can't come for 2 days. You're like, I don't know what to do. You know, they're like, just go ahead and call the specialist. So what can this mean? This could be something as simple as your sink. It could be something like you're trying to DIY your own spiritual path and they're like, get a specialist to help you. Or you're trying to do something, but you don't know quite what you're doing and maybe a little help from somebody could help. Or it even could be that you're working on your shadow work. You're working on trying to, you know, release density, release negative feelings, and maybe a therapist could help. Like it's any of those things. There's somewhere in your life where you're trying to do it yourself and you would just be so glad if you went ahead and hired someone to help you. In the end, you'd be like, oh my gosh, I should have done this a long time ago. It'll be amazing. Okay. I hope that helps. So who hasn't had one? Amanda Smith. I don't think I read you. You got Set Your Sights Higher. Lily the Seahorse. If you look, they have like, can you see their unicorn? So unicorns physically in the 3D come up as seahorses. Like kind of related in that way. Anyway, Set Your Sights Higher. When this comes in, it's kind of like you are settling for something you're trying to manifest. So it's kind of like, I would really love this, but you know what? I'll take this instead. That's good enough. It's not good enough. Go ahead and ask for the big thing. Now, even if it seems like impossible, like let's say you're my age, you're middle-aged, and you're like, I want to be a pop star. And you're like, obviously, it's probably not going to happen. But, it doesn't mean that there's not something about that will truly fulfill you. Maybe you're supposed to take voice lessons and you end up with this whole new group of people that go karaoke singing and have a great time, start a band and just have some fun. Or maybe you're supposed to be a sound healer, and then you find yourself using your voice in a different way for lots and lots of people. That's like, well, me, I wanted to be an opera singer, and it turns out I'm just supposed to use my voice in this way. So whatever it is that you really want, go for it. And even if it's not exactly it, it will lead you to where you're supposed to be. Okay. All right. Who's left? Did I get you, Donna? Did I just read you? I feel like it's a little slow. You're welcome. I will be live in my Facebook group next. It's a Facebook group for healers and channels at facebook.com/groups/5D Daily. And I'll be live with Doc Williams from the Doc Williams podcast. We'll be talking about law of attraction. So it's a perfect segue from here. And if you're not a channel or a healer and you're like, that's not for me, then you can, of course, go to my other group where I'm also live right now. I Love Fairies, Fae, and Elementals. The group I Love Fae is a little fun group. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do, I think, the group healing. Oh, wait. Oh, here's some new people. Let me see if I can get you some cards real quick. You can. Okay, Maxine, you got synchronistic events. Starlight, the dolphin pod, is telling you that things are happening in a specific way to show you something. So your spirit guides are putting these synchronistic events so that you're like, what is happening? Like, you couldn't make this stuff up. It's kind of like where you want to see a sign and you see so many of them. You're like, this is crazy. Like, that cannot be coincidence. Kind of like that. So look for those synchronistic events to get a message from your guides. Leanne, you got gratitude. Barry the Wolf. This is a type of giant who is beautiful and in charge of the elemental music. They're beautiful fae that I met, or elementals. Anyway, gratitude is the answer. Where you're stuck on manifesting, they're saying, using gratitude can get you past that point. Okay, that's what they're saying. So hi, Melody. You got alchemy and magic. Look, it's on the cover of my deck. As you can see, now it's all over the page. Alchemy and magic is yours. You have the tools. You see, you have the tools. You already have the tools for everything you need. You already know how to manifest. You already know all the things. So just, clean up anything that you're doing that's causing negative manifestations, such as, saying things aloud that are truly negative and cause it to perpetuate, and just manifest what it is that you want, because you absolutely can. Hi, Angie. You got music for manifesting. Miley the leprechaun. This is really about, I think for you, this is about sound healing, perhaps light language, bringing through light codes, which is a beautiful attunement to get. Of course, I have that available if you're interested. But the music for manifesting is for you. If I remember right, Angie, I think you do have some sort of music that you work with, right? So they're just saying, yeah, expand on that. There's more there. And of course, light language doesn't have to be sound. It can be dance or hand movements. It can be all kinds of things. So there's so many ways to bring through the light codes from above. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Thank you. Okay, last one, then I'm gonna give you all a group card. So Anita, you are safe. This is the one that I talked about at the beginning and read out of the book. You are safe. Kel, the silver fairy, comes forward to say, you're safe to truly express yourself. There's something that you've been wanting to say and you've been worried about it. And they're saying, no, you're safe. You're safe to do it. And if you want, Anita, you can go. I have a really good blog post on this. If you have something that you need to say to someone, you can say it through Archangel Gabriel, and it will make a huge difference. So I absolutely recommend you go to my blog, soundwavesheal.com, go to the blog page, and then go in the search bar and look up Archangel Gabriel, or just Gabriel, and find how to talk to someone through Archangel Gabriel, and it will be awesome. Okay, I thought so. Yeah, that is really, really a great tool, and they're asking you to use it to manifest for yourself. Okay. Okay, I'm going to give you all a liquid Reiki shamanic sound healing and a group card and healing. Let me just have a little water. Hold on. And let me shuffle the cards back. Look how many cards I read. It's pretty fast, huh? I'm almost out of cards. So one card for everybody today who's watching. And if you watch on replay, it will also be applicable. All right. Ah! I got Jump Box again, the specialist support gremlin. So gremlins really help with, they also help with EMFs. Do you know what EMFs are? Electromagnetic frequencies, like cell phones, things like that, we're like bombarded with all the time. It disrupts sleep and is really bad for your circadian rhythms and things like that. It's really important to get some sort of mitigation for that. I use all kinds of things. I use Altera stickers. I use EMF blues, which I think was sold, so I don't know how good they are anymore. But I use that. I use Q-Link on my phone and stuff. Like, here's my Q-Link. See? I use all kinds of things, and you should too. But the gremlins always say they're trying to help us, and they can help us more if we can help ourselves with the EMFs as much as we can. Otherwise, they spend most of their time doing that. That's what they say to me. So let me bring a message from this gremlin and a healing. We'd like to help you. We'd like to help you more. We'd like for you to take care of this body in the 3D. It is most difficult with what you are given on a daily basis, how your food has changed, how your water and your air and your dirt has changed. However, if you bless your food, bless your water, program your water, and ask for the highest light to clear all of the food and water and everything that you place into your body, you will find that it helps you greatly. We have come forward to tell you that if you can mitigate the EMFs that you receive on a daily basis from your phone and your computers and your Wi-Fi and your neighbor's Wi-Fi and the place where you live, then you will feel better on a daily basis. You will feel less tired. You will feel more energized. You will sleep better, and you will feel more connected to your higher self and the divine. And there are many ways to do this, and so we ask you to look into it. And I will give you a healing to help release some of this interference that is caught in your field at this time. That was my liquid Reiki shamanic healing. It does come through as sound healing for me because I'm a sound healer. Anyway, I hope that helped. And they're so funny because this is not exactly what they look like, the gremlins, but they feel very froggy. So when I trance them, I feel like I have these weird hands. Okay, well, thank you all so much. And I'll see you next week. And you can find me at Soundwaves Heal. You can go to my page and find the Spirit Guides bundle. And you can try out a lot of my stuff for free that way. And for all of you in my group, 5D channels and chats, I'll be live with Doc Williams in about 5 minutes there. So see you then. Okay, bye.